This tutorial is for 5th grade, Module 4, Lesson 6. In this lesson, we're finding fractions of whole numbers. We're going to start by using pictures to help. The first question says, find the value of each of the following. So here I have 3 columns of triangles. The first question asks, what is 1/3 of 9? Well, 9 represents the whole that I have, so I have 9 triangles. And to find 1/3, I need to divide my triangles into 3 groups, which you can see I've done here. I have 3 columns. 1/3 of 9 would be represented by one of those groups. So 1/3 of 9 is 3. Next, I'm asked to find 2/3 of 9. That means I need 2 of those groups. So 2 out of the 3 groups would give me 6 triangles. So 2/3 of 9 equals 6. And to find 3/3 of 9, I would need all 3 of my groups. So the number of triangles in all 3 groups is 9, which means 3/3 of 9 is 9. If we move on to problem B, you can see we have 3 rows of triangles, and there are 5 triangles in each row, so we have a total of 15. To find 1/3 of 15, now I'm going to circle one of the horizontal rows. One of my groups of 3 gives me 5 triangles, which means 1/3 of 15 is 5. To find 2/3 of 15, I need to look at 2 of those groups. 2 out of the 3 groups gives me 10 triangles, which means 2/3 of 15 is 10. And finally, to find 3/3 of 15, I need to look at all 3 groups. Since there's 5 in each group, 3/3 of 15 is 15. In problem C, I have a little different configuration, but I'm going to use the same process. We have 20 triangles. They are broken into 5 groups. To find 1/5 of 20, I just need to look at one of those groups. 1/5 of 20 is 4 because there's 4 triangles in one group. To find 4/5 of 20, I want to look at 4 groups. So I'll circle 4 groups. Since there are 4 triangles in each group and there's 4 groups, that means there are 16 triangles. And 4/5 of 20 is 16. The last question says, some number of fifths of 20 gives me 20. So some number of the 5 groups will give me 20. Well, since there's 20 altogether, that means I need all 5 out of the 5 groups. So my question mark is replaced with a 5. 5 out of the 5 groups will give me a total of 20. In the next question, I need to find 4/7 of 14, and we're going to circle our groups to show our thinking. Since I have 14 circles and I'm looking for 7ths, that means I need 7 groups. The denominator is going to tell me how many groups. And you can see I have 7 pairs of circles that give me the total of 14. The numerator then tells me how many of the groups I want to look at. Since I need 4 out of the 7 groups, I'm going to circle 4 of my groups, and I can see there are 8 circles in that group. That tells me that 4/7 of 14 is 8. Each 7th has 2 circles in it, and since I have 4 of those groups, I have 8 altogether. Question 3 says, how does knowing 1/8 of 24 help you find 3/8 of 24? We're going to draw a picture to explain our thinking. Since we have 24 as our whole, I'm going to start by drawing 24 circles. But since we're working with eighths, that tells me I need those circles to be in 8 groups. When I divide 24 into 8 groups, I need 3 circles in each group because 24 divided by 8 is 3. So I'm going to draw 8 groups of 3 circles. So here are my 8 groups of 3 circles. To find 1/8 of 24, I just need to circle one of my groups. There are 3 circles in one group, so 1/8 of 24 is 3. If I want to find 3/8 of 24, I can just multiply that 3 times 3. That tells me there will be 9 circles in 3/8 of 24. I just tripled the amount that was in one group. So 3/8 of 24 equals 9. And here's my 3 circles, or 3/8, to prove that there are 9 circles in 3 groups. So finding 1/8 of 24 and then tripling that answer gives me 3/8 of 24.